Welcome to Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Scorpio for the month of January, including late December 25 to January 2026. So welcome, Scorpio. We are currently in the zodiac sign of Capricorn, so very earthy sort of vibration for this next 4 weeks. Lots of goal setting would be a good idea. Planting seeds vis-a-vis new projects coming through. You will be in your third house of communication, which is great because that involves just learning to communicate with people or being forced to communicate with people. Ideas also, new learning comes in as well with the third house. Also mentioning siblings and neighbours, which can be tricky at times, so just watch that as well. Okay, just a bit of housekeeping. Please like, subscribe and comment as it helps to grow this little channel. Okay, energy around is the Eight of Wands. So lovely freewheeling time coming through with the energy here. No obstacles apparent, which is good because I know some of you have really had a bit of a testing time in the last 4 weeks. So let's see. Also, the Eight of Wands talks about travel, so maybe that might be an idea for the year incoming. Travel, but and also meeting new people with who you have a spark. Okay, where you are right now, and we have the Page of Pentacles, so talking about seeds and beginning new things. We have the Page of Pentacles, so we need to feed and water this idea, bring it into fruition, make it happen. This will undoubtedly, maybe it's a new project or a new job that you're thinking of doing this year, which has got legs, so it will grow very well. It's also an earth sign card, so it's very apt for this reading actually. So really nice there coming through. Can talk about children coming in as well for the year ahead for some of you, or grandchildren for others of you. Let's see the influencer. We have the Three of Wands, so expansion and growth on very good platforms and very good foundations here. This is also a travel card and a movement card, really nice to have as well for the beginning of the year. It talks about building things, making things better for yourself that you've already got an established foundation. Therefore its growth is inevitable as long as you put in the effort and the energy. Great card. Talks about people from overseas coming in too. Just a thing of mine I've always noticed with this card. It's always good to mention it too. Okay. The background, so what was going on in November, December for you. And we have the Page of Cups. So a lot of emotion going on there, new emotions coming through, sparks of new connections coming through as well with the Page of Cups. Very nice card actually to herald new connections forged, and also new connections emotionally with other realms, if you get my drift. Also, once again, because it is a page, it's children as well. Water child comes in here for some of you, obviously parents or grandparents, either. Really nice card though for just sort of reconnecting or connecting again with your emotional side. Really strong with that emotional side actually coming through for you Scorpios, which is nothing new because you are water people and emotional people. recent influences, and we have the Four of Pentacles. So the ability to let go. Now, this is not an easy card when it comes along. It's a bit of a card of the miser. It's called the miser card. So it can talk about hoarding money or just watching your money grow and afraid to spend a cent. But it also talks about, it's like a past life card. So it can be for people who are hanging on to things that need to be let go of, really. But it's very difficult saying that. It's not an easy thing to say. It's an easy thing to say, I should say, not an easy thing to do. But keep that in mind as well, because it can create tough times for you and your suffering. Alleviating suffering is not replaying that same event over and over and wishing for a different result. The only way through this kind of energy with the Four of Pentacles is to let go, and therefore the suffering will stop. The lesson you'll be learning. Six of Pentacles. Oh, a few Pentacles coming through there, Scorpio. So giving and taking in equal measure, 50-50. Very balanced card. Very nice card to get started with the year too as well. Keeping finances balanced and, you know, under surveillance, really. Make sure you've got everything in terms of your finances going well, and that looks good for you. Also in partnerships, making sure that there's 50-50. Giving and taking in equal measure is really important as well. The near future. And we come up against a bit of a, what would you call it? A blockage. Two of Swords is a blockage, but it's a mental blockage, and it's just something where we just sort of fight. It's an internal fight, day in, day out, day in and day out, and we can't seem to remove the blockage. But all you have to do with this Two of Swords is make a decision and move forward, and then see the difference. In other words, do something differently. Like stop being afraid of things that really are no longer very, well, then they're not sort of, you're blocking yourself, if you get what I mean. So we've got to be able to sort of unblock and move forward, make a decision, and then we can move forward. Quite interesting as well for you, Scorpios, with that one. We all get that one every now and again, and it's quite annoying, but we are the masters of our own destiny. What's happening that you're not realising? So the moon, so we have an unknown outcome here. Something is hidden, something is obscured, and we may not know the outcome. There is a big full moon coming, I think, in 2 days, or on the 1st of January now, so Happy New Year. And something will be revealed. I believe it's a super moon on the 3rd, so we may get some sort of answers here. But this is also your subconscious world, it's your dreams. You may be getting messages via dreams, etc. And you may be thinking, oh no, that means nothing. But as here on this channel, we do promote the fact that these dreams and these symbols and these messages come through all the time. It's whether that we absolutely embrace it and understand it for what it is, that it can really sort of bring, you know, comfort to some people as well, especially if there's a lot of subconscious energy going on and you're feeling a bit like, what's going on? What do these dreams mean? They all have meaning. So let's hope that soon that moon will be clear and you'll be able to see exactly what's been going on. But for now, something is obscured. But we'll have to wait and see what that is, maybe later, maybe next reading. How others see you. 6 of Wands, so things going along swimmingly. This is how people see you. Ongoing success, work going really well, progress going really well. Things actually, it's a very positive card to be seen as. Now, you may have a different view of yourself, but this is how other people see you. This is the external, really. But as we can see, there are some internals here that only you will know about, and it's only your business. So really nice card actually to be seen as by those around you. And balance. Always with 6 we have balance. There are positive feelings, and we have the Knight of Wands. So lots of short trips coming up this year, lots of comings and goings, which is always good. Being on the move, living in the fast lane a bit, sort of really sort of gambling on yourself and just going, okay, I'll go here, I'll go there, I'll just take advantage of my free time, and if I can get on a plane or drive the car somewhere, I'll do it, because it's very freeing and it's also very therapeutic. So that's nice coming in to this new year. I love the Knight of Wands. It's a very Sagittarian card, so it's very much about travel and movement, and whilst you're doing that, you do learn a lot about yourself as well, and that's why Sagittarians love to travel. The outcome. And we have the Knight of Swords, so expect the unexpected coming in here. This is a Gemini card, so it's very much about, it's sort of a disruption created usually by this young, immature sort of male person. So he comes in and really sort of shakes things up a bit. He's a bit of a mover and a shaker, and before you know it, he's disappeared again. But he brings with him communication, he brings with him new ideas, he brings with him sort of out there-ness, which sometimes we need in life, just to shake things up a bit from the mundane. Now I'm just going to pop a clarifier on that Two of Swords for you, because I think that needs looking at, because it's a blockage card and we want to find out why you're sort of unable to make a decision that's not major, but it is sort of creating that blockage for you. So let's see what we can get from our oracle cards there. And we have protection. Oh, lovely. 38. This marker reminds you to protect yourself and be wary of hidden agendas. Are you being too open? Perhaps you don't realise it, but you may find yourself a target for others, especially if you're shining brightly. Yet this isn't a time to dim your light. Rather, remember that a spiritual warrior or priestess would always learn how to camouflage him or herself and be armed against potential attack. This is about the right use of power rather than the use of force. The former coming from the place of highly calibrated integrity, the latter from a lower base of destructive energy. Remember to walk the higher ground, but wear a cloak for protection. This marker also lets you know that the subject of your inquiry cannot in any way hurt you as long as you ask for protection. The divine will always give it. Thanks so much for listening, Scorpio. I hope you have a great 4 weeks.